Wayne, a 2-2 draw at home to Egham Town today. Not quite sure where to start with that one. A bit of crazy, especially the last 10 minutes or so. What are your initial thoughts? Fair result overall, or disappointed not to get the win?
I think after the first half, I mean, you just spoke off camera, James. I think we got in so many times, especially down the right hand side in the first half. I thought we started poorly. Obviously, we had a threat of their long throws and corners. But yeah, when we got in, I just said decision making today probably lost us the 3 points. Do you know what I mean? But look, I can't play to look. We were 2-1 down, and we kept going. We forced the goal, and yeah, we nicked the points. So probably a fair result in the end. But yeah, I'm a bit gutted after the first half. I thought we should have gone 2 or 3 up. I thought we should have been ahead comfortably first half.
First half especially, as you touched upon there, you spoke about it in recent interviews as well. You're frustrated, I think is probably the right word, with getting in great positions out wide. Lucas and especially Sakil did today. Again, just frustration, disappointment at that final, either the final cross or final shot.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, to be honest, we've been moaning about shooting. We had 10 shots on goal in the first half because Casey does some stats for me. But yeah, like you just said, it's them ones when we get in behind and we're coming down the flank. Like we should have 2 tap-ins. Shaquille should have picked out Gibbo first, then he should have picked out Durnell for the second one, and that puts us 3-0 up with a comfortable lead. Do you know what I mean? We're working on it. We're trying our hardest. Listen, like I said, but like Shax does the most running on the park, so he's rapid. And like I said, we're just things we got to work on, mate. But like I said, frustration there is killing all of us. Me, Macca, and Tom. We're pulling our hair out.
Your thoughts on their goals? Obviously, the first one you've touched upon. Long throw, and that was a long throw today. It's probably the longest one I've seen in 30-40 yarders, some of them. Your thoughts on that? Obviously, I think Tom kind of, perhaps for that particular one, thought, I've got to try and take command, do something, come and get it.
Yeah, but even that, like I said to him at half time, I said, look, like, we dealt with their set pieces fairly well because they're a big side. They're a big side. But it wasn't that even after that. Like, we were flat-footed for their 9 to come in and score. So we said at half time, like, just be aware of the second ball, expect us to miss the first one. But listen, I can't knock them. They've had about 12 corners, they've had about 100 long throws, and to only get 1 from it is probably a plus for us. That just shows how well we've done. Yet the second goal was the killer. We had a chance to play it out wide. We lost the ball, and that 7 probably will never hit a strike like that again.
That was, obviously we'll put the highlights up hopefully, but that was, I'm going to put that in the report as unstoppable. I don't think any keeper saves that.
Delete it.
What was the message at half time, having gone in? Obviously that was another, even though it was a worldie, as it's called, were you disappointed again to concede right on the stroke of half time?
Yeah, sort of our luck, isn't it, at the minute? We sort of either concede right on half time, like we did Tuesday night, or we let one in very early. So yeah, little things that we got to keep our mindset on. But yeah, look, it's just, I think we could have done better for both their goals. But then any team say that when you let in a goal, you always find an excuse from where it's come wrong. But like I said, look, they put the shift in, the boys. We kept going forward, and then Jenik scored a great header. So yeah, look, we just have to take it, James, I think.
Second half, did you feel there was a bit of a... I think it's fair to say we didn't create much. I think Donnell had a chance fairly early on at the near post, and then really not much until obviously Gareth's equaliser at the end there. We kind of disappointed with... It all seemed a bit frantic second half. Did you think...
Yeah, even me, I run at the linesman for the boy that got a red card, and I nearly got in trouble for that. So yeah, we was all a bit frustrated, I think, mate. But Egham come here in the second half, they had their 2-1 lead, and they shut up shop, and they made it difficult for us. And the game kept getting slowed down, and like we just said off camera, like, for me, the ref, I thought the ref let them dictate the game. But he gave us that massive 10 minutes, which helped us out in the end. But yeah, they frustrated the second half, and that's what I said. That's why I'm happy with the point, because we could have just sort of left it and not done anything, but we did start putting balls in the box. The subs that I made on, obviously Jenik, Lenny, even Gallagher's won a little flick on before that, which we won the ball and then set it to Swaby for the back post header. So yeah, listen, mate, it was frustrating, but when you're away from home, and this is what we probably got to get a bit better at, like Tuesday night, is do we shut up shop on one and try and play open football as much as I can. But yeah, look, Egham 2-1 up. shut up shop. They didn't really put any bodies forward, did they? Second half, and they made it hard for us. And look, luckily for us, it come out. We got the point. So.
Well, yeah, second half. So just touching on it again, where both our wide players were such a threat in the first half. You know, especially as we've said, Sakil down the right. Second half, whether they changed something, I think Reece Mitchell for them dropped a lot deeper on the left to try and stop Sakil. Was it a combination of that, and we just couldn't get the wide players in the game as much second half.
Bit of both, mate. That's what I mean. They nullified our threats. Big problem I had today is that Lucas Miller had to take his mum to hospital. So I'm praying that everything's all right for his mum. But we had to take him off, and he was a threat throughout the game. And that's what I thought that might really hurt us. But yeah, listen, I've got the subs on the bench. We used them, and they come in and done a bit. I'm buzzing for Christian Swaby.
I was just about to say, kind of right at the end now, obviously. Well into the 10 minutes of added time, you've got two players there that have not seen much for different reasons. First team football recently, and obviously they've kind of rescued us a point.
Yeah, well, Chenik it's hard when you've been on the bench. Chenik weren't getting hardly any minutes. He come to me and he asked to go in the 23s, which he done. And the one out of this is where we learned from is Shax went away. Shax went away for a little bit, built his confidence up at the start of the season. He come back and he's been thriving. I need to do the same with Swaby. They're young players. I sent Swaby to Harefield. He got a couple of goals last Saturday, and he's worked his way back into the side. And I thought he was excellent when he come on Swabes. A couple of loose passes, but he done really well. So, and then Chenik, the same thing. He's gone away, scored a couple of goals for the 23s, built his confidence up, and look what happened there today. He's gone and banged one in for us.
Is that Christian's Swaby's best position? Obviously, he's played full-back for us earlier in the season, but you said he scored a hat-trick for Harefield last week. I don't know where he played.
Yeah, I said hat-trick, but I think he told me that someone else put it in and he didn't get the hat-trick or something. So, yeah, listen, Swabes, Will Bailey are a bit similar to each other, so they're my full-back stroke wingers, do you know what I mean, can play both. So that's what you need a bit of versatility. And, yeah, it helps out. Swabes left-back, he's been playing left-back for Harefield, but then he played left wing last week. So I've got that option with the youngsters to sit him in at full back or push them higher.
As you said, happy with a point today, but do you still feel overall, obviously, Porchester today, 2 points could have been 6?
Well, yeah, Littlehampton,
on Tuesday.
Littlehampton was a kick in the team. I just said in there, to be honest, it feels a bit for me like a defeat because of the positions we got in the first half, James. That we should have put that game to bed, I think, first half. And like I said, Egham are always going to keep coming. It's always a fight against Egham, like we said there, they're big boys. And look, yeah, it's another one I've got to say, I've got to take it on the chin, where, yeah, I'm happy but not happy, if you know what I mean, mate. It's been a frustrating afternoon, a frustrating week, but we got no game Tuesday. And like I just said to you there, I've probably done your question for you.
You have, yeah. Finally a midweek off. What's the plan? Extra training session or usual? Just stand Thursday and rest.
I just said to them,
it has been so relentless.
Yeah, so you're looking at the middle of September, or beginning of September, isn't it? And I'm looking at other teams and going, yeah, we've had them for a month. I've had them for nearly 3 months. So I mean, September, October, November. And after this week, we go again until the 20th of December. So. Look, mate, yeah, I've given them the option whether they want to go for a meal, but I just said to them, spend a day with your family on that Tuesday night and have a rest up, and we'll go Thursday for Porchester away on Saturday.
Wayne, thanks for your time. Good luck next
All right,
Saturday.
cheers, James. Thanks, mate.